How familiar are you with Markiplier?
I watched them on YouTube.
As a kid?
I watched,
like
yeah,
growing up?
definitely.
Nice. Were you a big Markiplier guy?
I honestly kind of was for his Five Nights at Freddy's games and stuff. And I actually didn't. I think Poppy's Playtime I saw recently.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else after that. But I loved his voice.
Hot take. I wasn't a Markiplier guy.
Oh, for real?
I was a Jacksepticeye guy.
Oh, okay. Jacksepticeye was pretty cool.
I love Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie. I used to watch a lot of PewDiePie too. Never really Markiplier. So I just had to open it with that. I was so curious. I just wanted to know. This is the prime opportunity where I get to ask, Phil, did you watch Markiplier? Because when would I ever get to ask that question? Anyways, Phil, Markiplier made a movie. He also wrote a movie and directed it and was the lead actor in it.
And was the only actor.
And was the only actor outside of a couple other few characters who had their voice in it. Yeah. Notably, really fast, Troy Baker was in it. And I love Troy Baker. And that made me really happy.
I was like, whoa.
I geeked. I knew it was his voice immediately. Phil, we watched The Iron Lung. And we're going to review it. Fun little horror movie based on a video game. How much experience do you have with the video game?
I don't know a single thing about the video game. I'm going to be for real.
I don't know much either. But so I've heard of it. I've watched 10 minutes of gameplay from a friend. It's not a long game. It's an hour long. I've seen 10 minutes of the game. I was well aware of what it was going in. I'm like, oh, I literally know exactly what the mechanics are, what you do, what the plot is, whatever. I understood that. But I didn't know a lot of the lore stuff. So, Phil, I'm curious to hear, what did you think of the Iron Lung?
Bro.
Spoiler free, of course.
I was very impressed.
Nice.
I was very impressed. I went into it, and I'm not going to lie, I was going to the theater, and I was thinking, since this is kind of like a special movie, special presentation type thing, I don't think it's going to have a lot of trailers. So I'm in the line, I get there, 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, I'll get the popcorn, I'll probably be good. Walking in the theater, I'm hearing the start little theme, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's already starting? As I'm walking in, lights go so dark, and a creepy theme plays in the background, and I'm like, oh, let me hurry up and get in my seat. And it gets so creepy, I didn't even know there was another person, because it was so dark in the theater. I didn't know there was another person on my right. So as it's starting, and I'm hearing that clank and everything, and it's telling me stuff, I'm looking to my right while being creeped out, and I'm just like, is there a person there? And I literally jumped a little bit as I'm watching this intro, and I'm looking at this dude in the hood, Markiplier, rise up in this submarine, or submersible, whatever it was, looking at this dude next to me like, what is that? What are you doing here? But pretty much it was just two of us in the theater, but
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understood. Okay, cool.
But I really was just impressed with this movie. I thought I was gonna be bored out of my mind for a second. I'm sorry. I thought I was.
Yeah.
But I got very into it, especially mainly because of Markiplier's acting and also just the claustrophobia that I felt for him being in this submarine. But I was just unbelievably impressed. I was very shook when I heard that the area he was in was blood and all that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way creepier than I thought, but I liked it. I really did. Nice. I didn't give it a high rating. I gave it a really decent 7 out of 10. But I still feel like that's good for what this was, man.
For sure.
What did you think?
Okay, so I've known about this movie being worked on for a while.
Oh, for real?
Probably since my junior year of high school, maybe senior year.
It's been that long?
I think so.
Wow.
That's not junior or senior year. I'm 20, so 3 years ago. Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
That sounds about right. Because of all of this is the most blood ever used for a movie. Oh, this all this other stuff. My friend was super in. Dude, this sounds so crazy. I'm so excited. We're all gonna go watch it. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But I was excited. I've known about this movie. I just didn't have a lot of expectations. I didn't watch a trailer. I was like, I'm not gonna watch anything. I don't want to spoil it myself. I'm just gonna go in. I know what the game is, and I'll watch the movie for what it is. I was impressed with some of it, but I didn't like a lot of it. I think this is a grower. I think this might be something, if I watch more and more, I'll like more. But I'm not gonna lie. I think outside of a pretty strong final act and a good first act, I thought the middle was rough. Very, very rough.
You talking about when he actually got stuck down there?
Yes. Yes. That's when I was like, okay, this is just not working for me. Look, you get to that first act, and I thought it was decent. I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. But I felt like once the movie got to its middle, and it kind of just felt like I was watching Markiplier play the game, I was like, okay, yeah, this is why it's not a movie. This is why it works as a game. I also didn't think it was scary, at all. At all. I literally, outside of the initial 5 minutes, I was already like, okay, I'm good. This isn't bad at all. This is literally nothing.
I thought it was suspenseful. In the middle. At the start, yes, scary, because I didn't know what the heck was going on and what he was going down into. And I was also trying to figure out what is radioactive and what isn't, because I heard the camera, that thing was radioactive, but then with the blood, I was kind of like, is it radioactive or is it not? Because at the start, kind of got on him and then nothing happened. And then whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was still very interesting.
I didn't even feel the suspense that much.
Oh, okay.
It didn't, except the third act. Again, it ramps up. But I also thought from a storytelling perspective, it was paced. And I always say I'm pacing illiterate. Like I've said that historically. I felt the pacing like pretty hard, where I was just like, okay, you're giving me my setup at the beginning, and then you're telling me basically little to nothing, and then the end you're just like shoving everything in my face, and I'm like, okay, wait, I think I'm following. And that was really jarring. And it left me a little confused. And then when people were explaining it to me, I'm like, oh no, I got that. Oh no, I understood that part. Okay, maybe there wasn't much for me then. Maybe I just didn't click. It didn't click. I also thought I needed subtitles because when the voice logs are going, I can't hear.
I will agree with that part.
I can't hear it at all. But here's what I liked. Cinematography is so good.
Oh, really good.
It's so good. How do you make a singular space like interesting to look at? They did it.
Different camera angles
a million different camera angles. You really get familiar with this very tiny space that he's in. And I think that's where I felt the claustrophobia a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
But I think outside of the cinematography and me being honestly thoroughly impressed with Markiplier as an actor, very impressed. I didn't think he was going to be great, but I didn't think he was going to be bad. He was really good, actually. Yeah. He did a really good job. I just wasn't impressed by the story. And it felt to me, at least, it had glimmers of like great, but that was very few and far between. And this game, like the movie is 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I felt that 2 hours, and like it got to like, I'm checking my phone and I'm like, dude, this is like he's still taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. That was where it kind of lost me a little bit. So I want to get into spoilers. I don't think I gave my score though. Did I give a number score? I don't think I did. I'm giving it like probably a low 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I walked out with my friends and I was so scared. I'm thinking like the whole time, like, dude, they're gonna get so mad at me when I say I didn't like it. Like they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think I'm evil. My best friend, I'm sitting next to him. He's like, dude, I loved it. What did you think? I go, and he was mad. And then I talked to everyone else and everyone was like, there's some people that loved it. A lot of people loved it. The others, few were like, okay, yeah, you're on my page. Thank God I have people on my side. I'm not crazy.
Dang.
But regardless, I just need to say that for further context. Can we go into spoilers?
Yeah, let's go into it.
Can I talk about what I liked a lot from the movie? I loved some of the cool visuals they would do at the end with like him being talked to by that I'm just gonna, I don't really remember what they called it. The alien thing, yes. Alien. And like they do like the whole red sky and the blood on the floor and it's this big being. I love that.
That was cool.
I like the scary monster that he sees in his head. I was like, yes, that's so good. That's it.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. It's like that was like oh my gosh, yes, you have it. And then you're not doing that enough. So to me, I'm just like, man. And then the audio log, the final audio log is so good. It's so scary. It's so intense. Dude, maybe instead of playing the game less, he finds multiple ships and you're hearing multiple logs and multiple perspectives. And then it's feeling that creepiness and like, oh my gosh, like something is gonna kill me. Instead of picture, oh no. And then it goes away, nothing happens. And I'm like, man, like, come on.
I understand that, I do. With me, once again, I don't know nothing about this video game, so I was just watching it purely to understand as much as I could. And just, once again, learning that this whole ocean is just blood. 2, like finding out that there are things in this blood ocean. And then going through finding these other ships that we're trying to explore and find, I guess, the bone or the skeleton. They were looking for the skeleton as well.
I think they might have been on a different thing, but also regardless, I don't think it really said. But
it just really got to me because it's like, well, what else is down there? And then so finally, like when he gets that picture and sees that huge monster or alien looking at him, instantly scared me a little bit because I'm like, okay, if that thing lives in blood, ocean water, what can it do?
Yeah.
Because you can't just swim in blood.
No,
you can't just do that.
This thing is definitely something.
This thing is something. And then so seeing those moments when he's in the submarine, and I guess for a second I kind of believed that there wasn't somebody down there talking with him when they were like, oh, there's another submarine that's stuck down there. I'm like, there's no possible way. Your thing was going down with oxygen like levels. There's no way that submarine was living for that long. No way. And then when they're like, oh, you were down there for 2 days, I was like, so definitely somebody else was talking, or something. That thing was talking to him. But once again, like that scene where like, I think it's when he gets knocked out, and then he just wakes up, looks up, and sees that big thing with the blood and stuff. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
that's creepy but cool at the same time. That's one of the coolest images I've seen in a while.
I also want to give much love, who I actually think is probably the best actor in this entire movie, Carolyn Kaplan. She's Ava. She's the person kind of like talking to him throughout the whole movie.
Oh, for real?
Convict, like that. Kills it. She's so good. Like I thought she was phenomenal throughout the movie, especially in her last bit of dialogue when she's freaking out. So good.
That scared me.
Yes, that I loved. And I'm telling you, I think that's what I wanted more of. I wanted more of that like tension going throughout of like finding that audio log. Oh, we're here, we're doing something. Oh no. And then like I wanted more of that sprinkled in because I think it would have added a lot of context and lore to what was going on while also building a lot more tension than him just seeing a picture of a monster and then it going away.
I get you on that point. I do, but I feel like one thing I did read about the video game was the game was made to make you think and like really make you like go insane.
Yeah,
inside
for sure.
The submarine. I think that's good, but that's what I really like about what he did. It was just him whenever the submarine was broken or whenever he just couldn't move or go anywhere. It was just him going around this little space, either trying to get some light by touching the photograph button, or him like trying to figure out how to like move his ship or even just go under and repair stuff. I was like, that was really getting me invested because I never knew if like something was gonna happen on the top or if there was gonna be something there that was gonna mess with him. And I thought that was really cool.
And I think that's true, but I think that's why I think it's a phenomenal adaptation. I think that's something I should probably say. It's a phenomenal adaptation of what the video game is, but I think that just means I don't think all video games should be movies. Like I don't think this warrants itself as a pretty good movie then when it's like, oh, we're kind of stuck playing the mechanic of the game over and over again because that's what it is. When I think there was something really interesting you did that was different from the game that had me so much more focused, Because obviously when you're playing it and you're taking the picture and you see the scary monster and you're like, oh, dude, I'm stuck in here. I can't do anything. You feel that so much more because it's you doing it. But when you're watching it and you're kind of like, you're just seeing someone else go through those motions, you're not going to feel it as hard, Especially when you keep doing it and then nothing happens. And then you show it again and then nothing happens. And then you show it again and then nothing happens. And I'm just like I don't feel the tension because nothing is happening, that didn't work for me at all. I will say I did, I was expecting more like psychological stuff too, at least direct stuff. They do a twist. What'd you think of the twist of him being like, wait, I never said that my name to you? What did you think of that?
I didn't really think much of it because I thought he already figured it out. Like the voice was starting to be weird a little bit. And that's when I was kind of like, oh, that's got to be the alien talking to him. And then that's when, you find out, didn't say my name. And he goes over to the speaker, sees it's unplugged. And he's like, oh, who's talking to me then? Yeah. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. I think it was just at the beginning more part. When he said I never said my name, I kind of already figured.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work for me. Yeah. Where it just felt so obvious. Like, oh, this is something. Like I wish they did something a little more there where it felt like at least some sort of glimmer of hope, but the voice is already so sus and weird, and we already watch him break it, that like this like whole like mind F that the movie wants to be doesn't work because it's like, well, I'm aware of what's happening, It's not like when you watch Joker, right? And you're kind of just like, dude, what's real and what isn't? Yeah. Where this, it's like, well, I know exactly what's real and what isn't. And for me, it just feels like you're wasting my time.
What did you think of that final scene? Like when he's like trying to escape that little monster and
that
the
I
blood
loved.
starts getting in.
Yeah, that I loved. That was really good.
I didn't expect that. That was insane.
Yeah, great. That was final 20 minutes.
Very insane, and I never expected. Like, did you know that maybe that's when maybe it just needed the blood to sit on him for a little bit in order for the radioactiveness to start messing with him?
Oh, like how it was like messing up his face or whatever.
That scared the crap out of me. But even when I saw those scars on his arm when he like grabbed that little thing, I was like, was that there before? I don't think that's natural.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I liked that a lot too.
I was shook, and then when all the blood was coming in, I was like, all right, I don't think he's going to survive this. And no matter what, I don't even know if he wants to survive this because, well, one, his arm's gone.
Yeah. It was a really intense final 20 minutes. I wanted it to be a scary movie, and I wasn't scared at all. Yeah. And then I think I wanted it to mess with me a little bit more, like, psychologically, but I was aware of what was happening the whole time, so that didn't really work for me. So, like, the cinematography, great. Some of the performances, great. The movie didn't work for me,
There's no problem with that. Yeah. I was just very impressed, man. Yeah. I just can't believe, like, Markilplier, like, funded this himself, wrote and directed himself, and this was the final product. Like, I was very impressed. And then when I heard that apparently it wasn't, like gonna be in this many theaters at the start. It was only gonna be in 40, and now it was like in what 4,000, 1,000.
One of them was mine, and it was so cool. The tickets,
Same here.
every theater was sold out, and then people started refunding the tickets. My theater was packed though. Everyone was in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine. I mean, not a lot of people there. Just two of us.
Nice.
It was so creepy, but like I still was very impressed with the outcome of this movie. I was very impressed with this final product.
Yeah, really.
Shout out Markiplier,
Dude,
bro.
shout out Markilplier.
Like,
Such a
that's-
well-made movie.
Bro, I was very impressed. Like, I can't believe well, I know he had a crew with him and everything. I know, like, shout out to the crew as well. But I was just impressed that the idea, boom. hit.
Yeah. I think what I liked about it so
the video
much,
game creator, my bad.
I love that it's doing so well too. Like I think it's number 1 on the charts right now. Like it made $20 million in the weekend. The movie has a $3 million budget. It made $20 million. That's psycho.
That's insane.
Like that's crazy. Hollywood only wishes, you know?
Did you see his thank you video?
No, I didn't.
I felt so happy for him.
Good for
Like,
him.
He was just saying thanks to people, and then obviously he was telling people like, if you just had the time, like I'd appreciate it if you would go watch it. But I felt so like good for him. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you go, man. Like that's so cool.
You
like, that's really
genuinely
cool.
you go, because I think what's so awesome about it too is just like, again, this isn't like a popular game. I mean, it's definitely popular. Like it's a known indie horror game, but like it's an independent horror game. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not your Sony games, your Xbox games, your big Call of Duty. This is a very small 1-hour game, and it was really cool to see a creator be like, "Oh, I like this a lot. Let me make something into it." And I really respect that, actually. I genuinely, I could say anything about this movie. I could have walked out and hated it. I still respect this movie so incredibly hard because I think there's no denying its quality. I think it is a quality product for sure. And I think it's something that I'd still recommend people watch. I think you should watch it. I think a lot of people might like it a lot more than me. I think I'm 100% in the minority, like for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, please watch it. Like, give it some love because he deserves
Still
it.
gonna be out in theaters?
I don't know. Oh, you're
next
right.
week?
After this
I was just
weekend,
asking, I didn't know.
I don't know. Actually, I think it might have been just this weekend. But I think if it's doing so well, actually no, I doubt he would even if though it's doing well, I doubt he would do more showtimes. I feel like he would just call it and give his team the bonuses. Because that's what he said. He was like, dude, I'm gonna give my team fat bonuses. So good for them, bro. Too. They deserve it. They cooked, dude. Everything was so well made. You know, just a pristine product, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm happy that the creator of the game is also getting a good little spotlight too. I watched an interview of him talking about Markiplier reaching out to him, and he just seems like he's wearing a Doom shirt, like Doom guy, and I was just like, you're my guy, bro. I love you. Yeah.
So you like Doom?
I'm a big Doom guy. But
Seen the Doom movies?
no, I've never seen the Doom movie. Actually, no. With Dwayne the Rock Johnson, I've never seen it. But yeah, again, much respect to the team making a movie like that, and it being just a success, dude. Because you guys killed it. You killed it. You made a fantastic video game adaptation, and I cannot deny that. Even if I didn't enjoy the script, everything else fantastic. Good job. Yeah.
I'm just happy for him, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
It's a success story, man. I think this is something that's like, this is why we watch movies, you know, because we like seeing the creative expression of it.
Yeah.
And I think you feel that throughout this movie with everything. Again, how do you make a contained space be interesting? They figured it out, you know? Can a YouTuber act? This one can, you know? Can this YouTuber write and direct? Kind of, yeah, I guess he can, you know? Like, it's really cool. And it makes me really happy to see him just being like, dude, I have so much money. I'm going to do whatever creative stuff I want. So,
And I'm just glad to see Markiplier be on the big screen. And I'm just glad to see, like, some of his be, like, as successful as it was. For the first time him doing this?
yeah,
This is his first time?
I think so, yeah.
Good job, man.
Good job, man.
real. I'm happy for him.
You know Jacksepticeye was in the movie? Yeah.
Was he the guy who got the
He was
flash?
one of the voices in his head,
Oh.
like going through. So I don't know
okay.
if you know streamer Valkyrie. She was also in it.
Oh, she was in it too?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew she was in it before I watched the movie. I expected Jacksepticeye to be in it. And I saw Sean McLaughlin. And I got excited. So
Oh.
really cool.
He is in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yo,
really
that's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a couple other YouTubers, but I could be wrong. Anyways,
That
guys,
is cool.
Anything else you want to say on Iron Link?
Ah, man, just if it's still out in theaters after this week, I hope it is. Please go see it because it was, no matter what you think, like, if you guys are probably like, YouTube probably can't direct,
He could direct. He could direct.
Markiplier proves you wrong. So please go watch it. Please go watch for Markiplier and the rest of his team. Did a good job. And just support indie movies, man. Please support these movies because we need more like ideas like this. We need more people who are like not from these big studios, like coming up and just coming out with this cool new idea maybe. But
Yeah.
we need more of this.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah.
Y'all need to support it.
And if it's not out anymore and you can't watch it, you missed out. Haha, you suck. This is what happens when you wait. You should just watch the thing when you want to.